Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Sheffield United match reaction. I've just watched the Blades beat. Where did that come from? Beat Swansea City 1-0 at the not Liberty Stadium, Swansea.com Stadium, whatever it is. We don't do well. We don't do well at Swansea City. We've never done well. The last time we even scored a goal was in 2009, and that was in a 2-1 defeat. We don't go there and win the game. We we bloody well did tonight, didn't we? Oh, they were terrible. We were amazing. We ran the game. We had the better chances. None of this is true. We we had the best in the first 15 minutes, and then after that, I honestly thought they were the better team for the rest of the game. I really do. Without actually, they created a few chances, or we gave them a few chances, but they just couldn't take the chances. That's it. That's the long and short of it. We we created a few chances. We could have scored a couple of goals. We really could, even before the goal that we scored. But we weren't clinical enough either. This had 0-0 written all over it, or a Swansea 1-0 win written all over it. Neither team were particularly that good. They were probably just slightly better with the ball and created a few more, I would say, clear cut chances. But again, it's hard to say that because we also created clear cut chances. Let's talk about a few of them for starters. So early on in the game, in this first 15 minutes when we were actually good, Sander gets to the byline. He puts a cross in. Reece Davis, so early in the game. It's such a long time ago. He heads the ball towards the corner, but it's a pretty tame header, and the keeper makes the save. I've got to say, Reece Davis was the man of the match for me. I've not seen who they've actually given it to, or if we even vote when it's an away game. I don't know. I'm pretty sure we must do. But Reece Davis deserves it for me. A few of his crosses were a bit wayward. A few of his crosses weren't quite hitting the mark, but he kept getting himself into brilliant positions, and some of them that he put in were good. And I just thought that he was always an outlet on that left wing. And fair play to him. Fair play to him because he had a fantastic game. He obviously wants to stay at left wing back. He's obviously not a massive fan of left centre back, or he wouldn't have played so well tonight. But no, tame header. The goalkeeper saves it. Then Baldock gets down the right, plays a fantastic ball into the box. Again, not a Baldock thing to do, but a fantastic ball into the box. McBurney kind of scuffs it and it ends up going over the bar. This happened a couple of times. Berger had a big one in the second half that he completely got wrong on the half volley and it went flying over the bar, but we will get there. Doyle, a bit later on, had a tame shot with his left foot, roll straight to the goalkeeper, which was pretty poor. And then this is when Swansea came back into the game in a big way. Really slick passing, like nice little through balls. And to say that we've got three centre backs, we got cut open a few times with these nice little through balls in between. I think it was Anel and Egan, or Anel or Egan and Bash. It kept happening. It really did. And I think is it Pirot gets the ball right in front of Wes. And I've heard some really great things about this striker, and hits it straight at Wes, literally down his throat. Wes is like, "Thank you." Like I think Wes almost was thinking to dive one way, but it went straight at him. So it was like, "Oh, I'll take that. Thank you very much." And then one other thing that I wrote down: a Doyle corner that it's one of them looping corners that kind of land right at the feet of strikers and defenders alike. It was a bit of a scramble, and then Iliman Ndiaye swivels on it, and it gets blocked, and it goes out for another corner. Nothing came of it, but that's half time. It's 0-0. It's pretty bitty. Couple of good chances for both sides, but a pretty boring game, to be honest. Other than, like I said, a couple of big chances. In the second half, Reece Davis gets down that left-hand side. Again, this is the one I'm talking about. A fantastic cross onto Berger's foot. He just gets it all wrong. And it wasn't the easiest chance in the world, don't get me wrong, but he got so far under it. I think he was trying to volley it, but it was just landed in front of his feet. So he's just gone for it and it's hit his foot and just flown over the bar. You want to see better than that. And what definitely wasn't better than that was Wes Fotheringham smashing the ball as hard as he can at Egan. Doesn't get any height on it whatsoever. It's a pass back. He smashes it straight at Egan, and they all through 1-on-1. The ball gets played into a perfect position for their striker to just put the ball in the back of the net. I think this is 1-0. I really, really do. And then Nel Ahmedhodzic comes back with a sliding challenge. He did this all game, and Nel was fantastic. I do actually think, even though we got kind of the ball played through us at times in that back three, I think they defended really well. The last-ditch tackles were on point tonight. But I think that's mostly down to the fact that Swansea were just, they couldn't make their minds up. So the decision-making was awful. Like, it took them ages and ages to get a shot away. And sometimes they didn't even get a shot away. Like that one, I think Enel just gets in and either blocks the shot and it goes out for a corner, or he may have even won the ball before he'd even had a shot. But it's a fantastic last-ditch tackle, and really, he's won us this game, Enel, or he's at least kept us in the game, because that would have been 1-0. And the way we were playing, we may have come back into it. We may have got took the ball by the horns, but we certainly didn't look like we were going to. And then Kadra finally comes on with 8 minutes to go. If I was Kadra, I wouldn't be happy, because Brewster and McAtee are coming on before Kadra. And really, this season, if you look at McAtee, Brewster, Kadra, who has caused defenses more problems, who has been very exciting to watch. When you need a goal, you want to win the game. Why are we not bringing Kadra on earlier? But saying that, if he didn't bring him on later on, maybe we wouldn't have got the goal. But I want to see more of Kadra. I really, really do. And as soon as he came on, pretty much, he gets the ball on that right-hand side. He plays an absolutely beautiful ball into the box on Ryan Brewster's head. He gets there really well, and he heads it straight wide. Like, if that's on target, even down the keeper's throw, there's so much pace on that header that is destined for the back of the net. Just couldn't keep it on target, but it was a very good cross from Kadra. It's a good header from Brewster, a good solid header. It's just a shame that he didn't direct it in the right place. And this is like literally the 92nd minute, something like that. And I've written down, this is me thinking that the game's over at 0-0. Swansea were slightly better team, which I agree with. Swansea created better openings but couldn't take their chances, which I agree with. And then I put Blades did create good chances, which we did. We did create good chances, but I just think that Swansea edged it across the 90 however many minutes. And then Reece Starington-Davies boots the ball forward. Oof. Ryan Brewster heads the ball on, and we're thinking, he's catching him. He's catching him here. But there's no way that Brewster's going to win this ball. And Brewster seems to have rockets on his boots at this point. I've never seen Brewster run so fast. And don't get me wrong, he's been on for, 10, 15 minutes, something like that. And Norton's been playing all game. But I'm calling Agent Norton, because he pretty much just gave us that goal. Because Brewster is sprinting onto that ball. All Norton needs to do is just put that out for a throw-in. And he comes across like he's trying to, I don't know what he was trying to do. Maybe he was just trying to impose himself and try and knock Brewster off the ball. But he just runs across him. I don't know whether Brewster steps back and lets him run across, and all his weight's going that way. But Brewster literally just shrugs him off, goes round. And do you know what? The referee wasn't very good tonight for me, but he could have easily bottled that and just gave the free kick. So a big respect to Hairband Man, because he saw that, didn't give a free kick. It wasn't a free kick in the slightest, but loads of referees would have been duped by the defender there and given a free kick. He barely even touched him. Like, he's thrown himself to the ground. He's thrown himself across him. which I think puts him off balance. And Brewster just gets round him, just powers past him, and he gets into a good position. I'm like, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Brewster lays the ball across the box to Kadra in fantastic fashion. Kadra's waiting. And I know it was quick. I know he got the ball. And I know he shot pretty quickly. But in that moment in time, it just felt like he's waited too long. He's taken too many touches. And then he just fires it past the goalkeeper. He didn't even put it to the side. He just kind of lifts it over him. And the Blades go 1-0 up with pretty much the last kick of the game. They took the center. They took the ball a little bit forward. We nicked it off, and we literally had 3-on-1, and the referee blew up. So if we'd have had another 30 seconds, that could have been 2-0 Blades win. And that would have been like 93 and 94 or 5 or whatever it was. Unbelievable. We didn't deserve it. We didn't deserve the win. If you're a Swansea fan, you did. I don't necessarily think. I think Swansea edged it. I think Swansea may have deserved the win more than us, but that had 0-0 written all over it. But teams that get promoted, they win these types of games, and we've gone and snatched it at the death because we've got the quality. We have got incredible players. We really have strength and depth. We've got bloody 10, 11 players injured or whatever it is. And we've still got Kadra coming off the bench with all his quality and finishing like that. It's great to see, Blades. It really is great to see. I'm going to go into the comments. I really am because, that's how quick it was. Like, there weren't too many. It was quite a boring game on the whole. There was some good chances, but a lot of tip tapping. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have a quick look and see how much possession both the Blades and Swansea had, because I do feel like Swansea had more than us. 50-50. It was 50-50. 3 shots on target for the Blades, 2 for them, 7 off target and 5 for them. That does not feel like that game. It really doesn't. There must have been a lot of shots that were really poor. I know that Ollie Norwood had a shot way over the bar and things like that. So maybe. Anyway, Hal, that tastes like promotion. There you go, Hal. I know you've been waiting for that all night. A great result, a difficult 3 points earned tonight, in my opinion. Well done, Blades. Abso-flipping-lutely. It doesn't matter how you play as long as you get those 3 points. And the thing is, we know how good this Blade side are. So we know that was just a one-off. It really was. I can't see us playing like that at home or against a bigger team necessarily. But to get the point away from home is always what you want to see. It really, really is. It might be our season, Blades. Great goal. Thank you, John. It might be our season. You are not wrong. A steal, but not a stealthy one. Blades had to work all game for that icing on the cake. We did. I don't think we played well. I really, really don't think we played well. On SU TV, they were saying he's clearly been done on pace and using the game knowledge to his best. Norton hopes for a foul, but he was clearly outdone by Brewster. Exactly that. He's come across hoping that he's going to get knocked over, and he tried to dupe the referee, and fair play to the referee. Tackle from Bash just before the goal summed it up. Really, yes, it did. Bash, Enel, Egan, all of them last-ditch tackles. Fantastic to see. Thought a slippery wet pitch was a bit of a leveler. Our grit players stepped up where tactical ones struggled to get to usual heights. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Yes, Jim in the comments, absolute legend, mate. Pretty equal statistically, except for the only stat that matters. That is Swansea City 0, Sheffield United 1. That's the stat I think you're on about anyway. Scrappy win. This team goes up. I believe, Gaza. I hope you do, Gaza, because I believe, and I think everybody in the comments believes too. Reece Davis having a great season. Jim's with him. Jim is with him. I only saw the second half, but I agree. It looked like a draw. But what a win up the blades. We don't do that a lot. We don't, or we do a bit this season, but last season, season before, every season I've watched Sheffield United, we don't go away to hard places and get 3 points and not particularly play well. It just doesn't happen a lot. So it's great to see it happening this season. Norrington Davis was man of the match, and remember, he was playing out of position. Oh, John, I don't think he was playing out of position. That is his position. That is the one. Yes, Thomas from Australia. I don't know what time it is there. Is it about this time AM? I think it is. I hope you enjoyed that one, mate. I really do. That was the first time the ref wave play on when a Swansea player fell over. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Um, Berger had one of his quieter games, sadly. Yes, he did, James. Yes, he did. And the problem is, I think that when Berger and Iliman Ndiaye both have quiet games, we struggle to create chances, and they both did tonight. So yeah, it's one of them things, but neither of them had a good game, and we still picked up the 3 points, which is great. Doyle's corner and the ball from Cadra for Bruce's header were class. Norwood's passes too high and floated tonight. You're not wrong. Straight away, as soon as Norwood took that first corner, I was like, Doyle needs to be taking these. He really, really does. Adrian, Berger seemed to slow down, expecting not so much pace from a slick ground to bounce, and it hit his shin while leaning back. That's for the one that he put over the bar. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. I think you're right. Seemed to be much more passing back than pressing after the first 15 minutes. Yeah, we were pressing in the first 15 minutes, but you're right. It didn't happen for a lot of that game. Right, it may be 36 games too soon, but we're winning the league. Oh, I hope so. It'd be great if Norwich drop points tomorrow night as well. I don't know who they're playing or where they're playing. If they're at home or away, but it would be nice to see them drop points and us go, oh, if 4 points clear right now, that'd be nice. Don't matter what stage of the season it is. If you're 4 points clear at the top, it's music to your ears. Cadra is a bit of a Paul Pescasolido type of player. I can see that. I can see that. Bang average tonight, but found a way to nick 3 points. Yes, we did, Dave. Yes, we did. Sign Cadra in January. We're going up. We can't do that. We have to wait until the end of the season, and we can only sign him if we get promoted to the Premier League, and he's played so many games. So that's what it is. Once again, Nick, I agree with you. We are not using Cadra enough. I would start with I think the thing is, when Cadra starts, Illy comes off the bench and Illy is unplayable. When Illy doesn't have a particularly good game and Cadra comes on, Cadra's incredible. It's great to see. That's what we want to keep happening. But it was also nice to see Brewster chip in with something tonight because he had the header that just went wide. That could have ended up in the back of the net. And he also set up the goal for Cadra as well with his blistering pace and then just laying the ball in perfectly for him. So it was great to see. We have an obligation to sign Cadra if we go up. Yeah, that's the one, James. That's the one. Roll on breaking 100 points this season. Heard it here first, Paul. I will hold you to that, Paul. At the end of the season, if we don't have 100 points, me and you are going to have words. As far as fixtures go, it doesn't get any worse than Swansea City away on a Tuesday night. Great result, Michael. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Cadra looked so fast and skillful when he came on. Cadra at Bruce, that looked like a great combination. I never thought I'd hear anyone say that, to be honest. Bruce, I think for a lot of the games this season, Bruce has been underwhelming, and tonight he's really proved it. And I want to see him do that. McBurney's found a bit of a purple patch in his Blades career. Finally, we want to see the same for Brewster. We really do. Nick, remember when everyone will raise their game when they play us. That's true. That is also true. Teams will raise their game every time they play us because we are top of the league. Like, there's no two ways about it. Everybody does the same thing, don't they? Norton back to Blades in January. After what I saw of him tonight, no, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see him at centre back, to be honest. He's too flimsy. Case in point tonight. Brewster is 21 and Norton's in his 30s, to be fair. That is true. That is true. The football gods are shining down on us. They really are. Another clean sheet is a great point, James. Best bench's strongest I've seen at the lane for years. Thanks for the recap. No problem at all. I think we're probably not far away from being done. Imagine when our 11 injured players come back. Do you know what? I don't know how many of those injured 11 players would start in this team, especially how we're playing right now. Let us know in the comments how many you think. I think possibly maybe Kieran Clark, Max Lowe, one of those two will play, probably left centre back. After that, Bogle, I'm not sure who else. I'm really not sure. Billy possibly as well, but at the moment the lads are doing well up front. My sheets aren't clean, James. Not after that late goal. Fantastic, Jack. Fantastic. Come on, Nick. We did deserve the win. How many times have we lost games like that? I don't think that's how it works, Michael. I don't think just because we've lost games like that, we deserved the win. But we got the win. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter. I'm not playing it down. I'm really not playing it down. We didn't deserve the win, but these are the wins that get you promoted. There you go, Lewis. There you go, mate. I think we're just about done. Loads of comments flying in. I'm sorry I can't get through them all, but everyone's clearly absolutely buzzing. So I'm very, very happy to see that. League winning habit of grinding out results while not playing well. That's right, Ben. That is right. Get in there, you Bladesmen. Thank you for that, James. Ola, a great win by a great team. 20 points in 9 matches. Oh, that is just fantastic. Fantastic to see. What a game we won on my birthday. Happy birthday, Romeo Smalley. There you go, mate. There is your shout out. Happy birthday. And Key is also jumping on the birthday bandwagon. Right, let's leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, Blades men and Blades ladies, Blades women. Absolutely buzzing. I think you all are as well. Make sure you leave a like before you leave the stream or the video if you're watching this after the live stream. I'm buzzing. I can't even speak. I'm that buzzing. And I went absolutely crazy when we scored that winner. So yeah, hopefully we'll have more of them to come. But tonight, enjoy it, Bladesmen. Drink it in. We've just gone and won away at Swansea City 1-0 in the 94th minute, I think it is. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.